That's BB and the Bullets. The Whanganui-based blues band is taking their act from the stage to the turntable with the release of their debut album, High Tide. We squeezed all three of them onto one couch at Brian Baker's studio where the record was recorded. And here they are.
Hi, I'm Brad, the drummer for BB and the Bullets.
Brian, play guitar and do some singing.
And I'm Stu, the Glue Duncan, on bass.
Very good. Thank you, guys. So you got an album coming out, High Tide, in just a bit. Before we get into the record itself, just what brought the three of you together? You do a bit of a blues thing. Have you all been big blues fans over the years? Is that what brought you together?
I think blues is kind of at the basis of probably all the music that we've all played over the years. But I think what brought us together first, apart, I wanted to put a band together, and I wanted it to be a blues band. I did that really consciously. Right. And so moving to Whanganui and finding the players, firstly, just really fortunate to have found these guys. But I can tell you that one of the ways that we met, firstly, I was at a mate Sasha Keating's birthday party, and Sasha is the videographer who shot our video clips. So if you go to YouTube and look at our video clips, and you'll see some fabulous cinematography, that's Sasha.
Gotcha.
So I sat down, and who was there but Brad? So that's where I met Brad. We're small town New Zealand regional stuff. So it's a pretty small circle, and everybody knows each other.
Yep.
So after meeting Brad, the first thing that Brad and I did was the Whanganui Songwriters album, and I was the musical director and had to put a band together for that, and we needed a bass player, and that's where Stu appeared.
Yeah. So the Whanganui Live Musicians Club had a competition where they invited songwriters to come and present your song, and we'll provide a live band. So I came in as the bass player and had not met the two gentlemen before. Right. Knew other guys who were in the scene, and so we had to learn these 12 individuals their own songs and put our thing together. And I think we all clicked straight away. We all went, "Hey, there's something happening here," and so it sort of started from there. That's how we met, anyway.
Gotcha. Well, that sounds good. And then now you guys are affiliated with some French record label or distribution firm, or what's going on there? They're called what? Dixie Frog. Who is that?
That is correct. Dixie Frog Records are a label in Paris, in France, and they've actually signed another Kiwi artist, Grant Hawa.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Grant. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So our manager Ken was mates with Grant, and when I started playing bits and pieces of the album to Ken, he said, "I'm going to talk to my mate Grant. Let's see if we can get these over to Dixie Frog." And that's how the connection came about.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So let's get into the record. It's called High Tide. It's got 12 tracks. There's a few covers. I assume the rest are originals. Who does the writing in the band?
I do.
Okay.
I do the writing. Yeah, I've been a songwriter and singer and doing this for yonks and yonks. So there's the album.
There it is, vinyl. Looking good.
This is our display model. So I mean, to be honest, Marty, I didn't expect to get a deal with Dixie Frog, or that this album would be being released in the US and in Europe and UK and Australia. Yep. I put the band together, went, blues band is going to work. Love the blues, and wanted to record an album and have it on vinyl. And I was just going to the plan was to do it just in New Zealand.
Gotcha.
Because I wanted to raise the profile of the band. We get some mates, travel around the country, play some gigs, do some festivals. That was the extent of it.
Gotcha.
It's gotten a bit bigger.
Well, that doesn't happen to everybody, so you should be, I assume, excited about it. Do you have other jobs that you have to juggle?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
These guys do.
I have a regular day job, and that's cool. And I say to people, it's okay being Bruce Wayne, but it's much more fun being Batman.
I gotcha. Yeah. And what about Robin over there?
Yeah, I work for a local plumbing firm, so I could be, rotting sewers one day and then recording the next album the next day.
That sounds like the blues.
Yeah, it is the blues.
Very good.
Luckily, our employers are very understanding and quite supportive, so they allow us time off as it's needed.
Nice. That's all right. Yeah, that's cool. So, Brian, you have your own studio. Is that where the record was made?
Yes, that's correct. We're in the studio now, and this is where the record was made. It was really interesting, actually, because recording Brad on the drums was the first proper drum recording I'd done in here. And while I've got some experience in acoustic design and setting things up correctly, having built a few studios before, we really didn't know what the drums were going to sound like here. And
they're the worst ones. They're always the loudest, aren't they?
Of course. That's all right. Well, what was the first one that you cut over the tracks that are on the record?
Oh, gee, that's hard. I think we probably started at the start. Did we do something in the water first?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
It's interesting listening back because it's...
No.
What?
No, there was. We did one first before that, and that was Dixie Chicken.
Oh, okay.
Dixie,
which isn't on the album.
We did two parts.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That the Little Feet tune?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a real crowd favorite, and and it's a good marker for the band and a good space for us.
Right.
Yeah. And we every Thursday night we play at the Commercial Hotel in Whanganui, so we have to remember to change the lyrics.
Right.
I've seen the bright lights of Memphis from the Commercial Hotel.
Very good. All right, so back to Something in the Water. It leads off the record. It's the first one. Where did the song come from? Anything memorable about the recording, the making of it?
Oh, absolutely. I was I had a permaculture farm up in north of Auckland in Paparoa,
right,
which is just by Mangatoroto, and sold that to move down here. So I was moving and driving back and forth and driving through the Paras, and after Cyclone Gabriel, it's a pretty hairy old road, round the river and through the gorge. And the song is about, newness and new hope, and the feeling of optimism when you move to a new place, and that was generated really by moving.
Crooked roads, riding down the gorge. Wish I'd never left home. Wish I'd stayed on the porch. Horizontal tree trunks where the bark is all peeling. See the river down below. Now I got a funny feeling. Must be something in the water. Something in the water. Something in the water. And it's got me seeing double.
And you got one that I think is a focus track, whatever that is, 7 Ways to Sin. Why are we focusing on that?
Oh, look, that's just what the record company says to do.
Oh, well, that's what record companies are for, aren't they?
Yeah, that's, they say, okay, we'll this is when we release the album, and what's the track we can tell them to play off it.
Oh, I see.
And so it is 7 Ways to Sin, and once again, it's a ripper song. I think it demonstrates how funky Brad is and how the band is.
7 ways to sin. 7 ways to sin. I think about the girl, I think about her skin. There's more than 7 ways to sin.
It's got a nice cheekiness about it. A playful cheekiness I like. Yeah. It's a good, fun song. Always fun to play.
Yeah. So you mentioned airplay. Are you getting airplay in France or in New Zealand? What's going on?
New Zealand is hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But Radio New Zealand have been very helpful to us and very supportive, and so that's really good. Which is really good because that targets our audience, I think, pretty well for what we're doing.
Yep.
You know,
I would guess so. Yeah.
That kind of thing. Yep. But overseas, wow, the States seem to be very kind to us. It looks like we picked up some college radio the other day. The UK are being really cool to us too, eh?
Yeah,
totally. The places where blues is big. It's funny. New Zealand, it's kind of like the blues is where in New Zealand the blues seems to be viewed or has been viewed in the past as a place where old musos go to die.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because they dum da dum da dum.
Yeah.
No. Well, we're not like that.
Okay. That's good to hear. And have you played much overseas?
I have. And you guys.
I've played in Australia and Canada, but very briefly.
Yeah. But not as the Bullets.
Gotcha. So are there plans afoot?
Well,
yeah. Hopes.
We hope. Look, we'll just see how the album goes. We're getting really good reviews. Yeah. Marty in Paris and France, and Dixie Frog over there are also a booking agency.
Right.
They have Grant going over and touring pretty regularly.
Oh, good.
So it wouldn't be far fetched to think that that's in our future. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about one of the covers. You do Born Under a Bad Sign. You do Walking the Dog. I Want You, She's So Heavy, and The Thrill Is Gone. Which one would you like to discuss further?
Oh, it's so hard. But let's do I Want You, She's So Heavy.
Okay, yeah. Beatles. All right.
Yeah.
I want you. I want you so bad, babe. I want you. I want you so bad. It's driving me mad. It's driving me mad. I want you. I want you so bad, babe.
Because it's not your typical blues song, no. It's not. It actually is your typical blues song, but
right.
It's not in the blues gospel. It's not a
right. Yeah,
but it should be.
Yeah, it's not anybody or everybody just does a cover of a Beatles song or picks that one particularly.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't know. We attempted it, and I think the first rehearsal it was like, this is going to be quite hard and monumental, and we got it in about 5 tries. So it was sort of like, okay, that's sounding right. We have the 2 parts. Okay, now we've got the cues about how we're going to put the 2 parts together. Okay, that sounds right. Okay, so and then obviously we played it 100 times before we recorded it, and 1,000 since.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and it's always interesting because people go, especially when we travel. We don't hear that one often. So
yeah, good. Yeah, it either gets the response, you got big balls to cover that song, boys. And then there's the other half who've never heard it before, and it's like, wow,
yeah,
what is that? That's amazing,
It is a good song.
We got turned down from a playlist the other day, and on that song,
right?
And they gave the reason and said, yeah, it's really good. You've got a lot of energy in there, and the instrumentation is amazing. But we think the lyric is a bit repetitive.
Oh dear! Somebody tell John Lennon.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
What a bummer! Oh, it's tough out there, man.
It is.
So you guys are heading out. You're doing a tour in New Zealand when the record comes out. You got a couple of dates in here in Auckland. What are these shows going to be like?
Wow. They're all a bit of a mystery, really. I mean, if they're anything like our local shows, we expect a good crowd, and once they hear us, I'm sure they'll enjoy it. They're gonna dance their little socks off, aren't they, boys?
Oh yeah. We give a lot of energy. I like to say every gig a stadium.
Right.
And it's sort of like it's not a, it's kind of a joke, but it's not actually a joke in terms of like 5 people or 50 people or 500 people.
Doesn't matter.
I'm going to play those drums like John Bonham.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's a show. So
stand back.
yeah.
Well, I think there's all that, and the fact that we bring a lot of energy and passion to it, and passion and emotion is part of the blues. So we dig deep. We don't leave anything left on stage. And I think, Brad, your comments about, what was it, Evel Knievel or Krusty Demons?
Krusty Demons. So you go to a motorbike show where someone might crash, and you don't want them to crash, but it might happen.
Right.
Or a trapeze artist without a net. So it's this idea that we're doing this, and you can listen to the album and hear the track, but if you see a slide, there might be something different going on in there, similar to what Led Zeppelin used to do. There are little jam sequences. Things where we push the boat out, solos in that. I'll start picking up on what Brian's doing rhythmically and start doing some frenetic, massive drum thing to go with that. And so that's the sort of example of, I'm using my Boolean language here. This is the sort of thing you can expect at a BB and the Bullets show.
Yeah. All right.
So we do. We tend to push the boat out a little further, and if we're allowed, then we push it out a little bit further again.
All right. And you got an album launch show in Taupo, is it?
Yeah, that's correct. That's at Rosemary's in Taupo. That should be a lot of fun. The night before, we're at the Citizens Club in Rotorua. I think the three of us really enjoy driving around this country.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly, when you drive north out of Whanganui, you get up the top, you get to National Park, and suddenly the mountains are there, and it's beautiful, and it lifts you. It's just a great thing, eh?
And we always get a good reception wherever we go, and we always get some people who are into it, and it's sometimes it's luck of the draw, and we really appreciate everyone who comes out to the gigs, and the people who are just regular gig attendees, and they've just decided to chance on a new experience with BB and the Bullets. And we all those people out there, we thank you so much, and we hope to see you again, and more. We're going to come to your town soon, so we'll see you there.
If you enjoyed this episode of the 13th Floor's Music Talk series, please be sure to subscribe to the website or to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and wherever you find your podcasts. There's a whole lot more to discover.